we are called to walk in wisdom towards those around us. Listen, we have an obligation. God has placed people around you. I just want you to ask you the question, who's God placed in your circle of influence? That he's calling you to reach. He's calling you to reach out to. It begins with our walking in wisdom towards that unbeliever. My father, several years ago, he was in the hospital. He had an angioplasty done, and he had a couple of days to recover, and I went to go see him in the hospital. My mom was there, and we had a good visit. And in the course of our visit, I could hear he had a shared room and a curtain, separating the two beds, and I could hear the man in the next bed over, and he's on the phone, and he's looking for a rehab to let him in. And you can just hear, you're right there. You can hear everything. And the guy is just, he's kind of holding back tears, and he's talking about how his life's a train wreck, and he really needs to get some help, and he really needs to get into a rehab. And so I'm there, and I'm talking with my dad, and so I finish up the conversation. I'm like, okay, Dad, I love you. I'll see you later. And I leave, and I start walking. I get about halfway down the hall, and the Lord's like, what are you doing? You hurt. What do I got to do? You're there. This is what you do. I placed you there. Your dad's there. You're in the room. What do you want an engraved invitation? I'm like, oh man. I turn around. I go back in the room, and my mom's there, and she brightens. She says, oh, you're back to see me. I'm not here to see you, Mom. And I walked by, and I go in there. I'm like, excuse me. Can I talk to you for a minute? Because I couldn't help but overhear. And I get the opportunity to share Christ with this man and to pray with him. I walk out. My mom she's pale. My mom loves the Lord. Her eyes are as big as plates, man. She's looking at me, and she just mouths the word. She can't even say it out loud. She's like, you're so bold. I'm like, no, I'm so busted. Because I should have done this, 10 minutes ago. See, who's God placed in your path?